How are we doing, folks? It's Maybach Egg back with another video. Today we are going to be playing with perhaps the apex predator of the timeless format, Mardu Energy. If you have been paying attention to 60 card formats for, let's say, the last year and a half, you're probably familiar with the shell of Mardu and Boros Energy. We've got Guide of Souls and Ocelot Pride, gaining you life, making tokens, shipping in with flyers. You've got Ragavan. You've got Johnny, Amped Raptor, which was banned in Modern, and Goblin Bombardment to start sacking your cats straight to your opponent's face. For those of you who are less familiar with Timeless, you'll also notice that Juggernaut Peddler is here. This card thought seizes your opponent and puts a Juggernaut in their hands, so another great creature to synergize with the rest of the deck. This is by far among the strongest decks in Timeless, and I also happen to be filming this video on the day that Timeless has gotten its first restricted card since the origin of the format. Today, Necropotence got restricted by Wizards. So when I say it's the apex predator of the format, it's kind of recognizing that the mono-black Necro decks that play Dark Ritual to bring Necropotence out to draw you 1 billion cards to then get your Sorin, which will put your Saint Elenda into play, or, you know, you get your hand griefed to shit, or, you know, they entomb and reanimate a Atraxa. That deck got severely hit today with the restriction of Necropotence. So, you know, a lot of people have said that these two decks are the two sort of titans of the format right now, and you know, it remains to be seen what will happen with, you know, the mono black Necro shell. I think it'll still probably be relatively strong, but this is like a huge advantage to Mardu Energy, which had to, you know, sideboard tons and tons of cards in to even have a standing chance against that deck. Personally, I'm pretty excited about it. The power of level of the deck was definitely out of control, but honestly, I just found opponents tapping through Necropotence and the way it works on Arena quite tedious. So I'm very happy to see Necropotence get restricted. Another card that you will notice is here that isn't in a lot of Mardu Energy shells in, say, Modern or Legacy is Strip Mine. We're using the low mana curve as an advantage to attack our opponent's mana bases. In the sideboard, we have a suite of Thought Seizes. We have Galvanic Discharge. We have Ghost Vacuum to get rid of graveyard recursion cards, the third and fourth Juggernaut Peddler. And then I've put in 2 Meltdowns, taking out 2 Surgical Extractions. I've just noticed that running into mono red Stompy or Prison decks, or just playing a lot of like artifact decks lately, I've really wanted this. Unfortunately, Chalice on 1 is pretty damning against this deck, so I've put Meltdowns in the sideboard, replacing some Surgical Extractions, because I've ran into less graveyard decks and I've ran into more artifact decks as of late. So aside from the Meltdowns that I've swapped out, this list is identical to Corey's list, and I follow his sideboard guide pretty closely. He's a Mardu Energy expert who also has a fantastic YouTube channel and a really wonderful Timeless-focused Discord himself. So I'll make sure to link his Mardu Energy primer. I think it's like really well done, really well written up. Yeah, we'll get into some games here. All right, we are on the play with quite the hand. We got Guide into Pride and Ragavan. Got an Amped Raptor, got 3 lands. Let's do it. We'll lead with Guide. Sacred Foundry. Oh, they're on Gigantha. This must be like a... maybe like a big Boros thing? Big Boros Energy? Maybe it's Domain? Let's... Juggernaut Peddler here. I think that was a good top deck. Because we might be able to get something out of their hand that, like the One Ring, seems really worth snatching. Yeah, let's snatch the One Ring. And then we'll play either Ocelot Pride and Amped Raptor next turn, or Ocelot Pride, or Ragavan and Amped Raptor. Remains to be seen. Yeah, let's Amped Raptor. Got his souls. Let's Ocelot Pride here. We could start pressuring their life total. Yeah, I like that, because that Ajani's going to come down next turn. If it wasn't so reckless, I'd love to dash the monkey and fly it. But I don't think I will. Ooh, they're going to fly their own monkey. Yeah, that's smart. And an Orcish Bowmasters. Oh, that's a really good hit for them. Damn. Okay. Well, I think we're saying goodbye to our Ocelot Pride. Or no, they're getting rid of their cat to flip their Ajani. That's pretty smart. You're going to dome us? No, you're going to get my guide. Yeah. That's pretty smart. Well, this probably can't be won. But let's go ahead and... What do we even do here? Ajani hits us for 6 next turn. Plus Ragavan in the air is 4. I think this is a scoop. Yeah. I don't think it's worth playing through. Okay. We are against another Boros deck. They are not on a Lurrus companion. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take out Juggernaut Peddler. No, we're going to put in Juggernaut Peddler and go down 2 Ragavans because it sucks to watch them get banked. Okay, this is a solid hand. Quite the solid hand. We'll play Guide of Souls. We'll probably get removed. But then we've got Ajani, Bowmasters, Raptor. We could strip mine. We'll just see what we want to do. There goes the discharge. I think I'm interested in hitting a Johnny here. Yeah. Let's a Johnny.
I will prove my worth to my pride.
I like that they're playing basics because we could take them off a color here. Ooh, I also really like grabbing that Static Prison. So we'll strip mine them, get rid of their planes. We're not going to curve out, but we will Static Prison their Goblin Bombardment. That seems pretty important. And we'll swing for 3. Next turn we can Elegant Parlor and hopefully kind of determine what we're going to... get some choice in what we're going to get off of Amped Raptor. So yeah, getting the Static Prism was the right choice because they played the Ajani after Goblin Bombardment. So let's Elegant Parlor here. We don't want to Amped Raptor into an Amped Raptor. We will do a Guide of Souls. That sounds great. And we will swing with our 1 cat and pass. Would really love to hit our own Goblin Bombardment. I'll tell you what. Bowmasters also seems great. We can do the same trick to them if they don't remove our Johnny. Chrome Mox. So they're ramping. Interesting. What are they pitching? I wonder if they're playing Flage. That's one of the things that you can do with a Gigantha companion that you can't do with a Lurrus companion. Okay, they're hitting Static Prison, and they're getting rid of our Static Prison, which makes a lot of sense. And doing a Guide to Souls. So they're probably getting rid of my Amped Raptor. And I bet they're going to get rid of a Johnny here, which sucks. Oh, they're getting rid of Guide to Souls. Okay. Huh. All right. Well. Okay, Strip Mine is pretty fantastic. Let's go ahead and Strip Mine their Sacred Foundry. And, okay. Do we want to... shoot. They can... This game is not locked up. Not whatsoever. Because they have Goblin Bombardment. They can just get rid of fucking whoever they want to. So I think I'm going to swing here with both of them. Fortunately, we have the Graveyard Recursion. Wow, they're going to let... No, they can't be letting the cat through. Not at all. Oh my gosh. They did. Well, say goodbye to a Johnny. Green of Glory. There's the Flage. Okay. And they are a land drop, a white land drop away from playing it. They're going to grow the Guide of Souls, I bet. Which is good because that gets our Static Prison closer to coming back down. As much as I want to play this Ajani, I'm going to play Lurrus. I'm going to, put Lurrus into my hand. And I'll attack for 1 and I'll pass. This is turning into quite the game. Shit. Okay. Well, this is Flage back in their hand. Or back on the field. Do I have a... Oh my gosh. And they're... I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. They go 2 face. And we're just dead. Dang. GG's. All right. On the play with a pretty damn strong hand. We will definitely keep this. I'm thinking maybe we go turn 1 Ragavan. Turn 2 maybe hit with Ragavan. Juggernaut Peddler, Strip Mine. They mold to 6. They have no companion. We'll see what they're up to. Swamp. Fatal Push on the Ragavan. Okay. Let's see what they got going on over there. Dismember and Troll. Huh. Well, these are lands. These 3 cards are lands. They might be Strip Mines. I think I'm interested in blanking the Dismember so that our Ocelot Pride doesn't get killed. There's that strip mine. That's fine by me. We got a Chrome Mox. They pulled a Chrome Mox off the top. Okay. We could Ocelot Pride and strip mine their swamp. I think I like that. We can get back on black mana with this Arid Mesa. Ancient Tomb. The Thank Ball. All right. You know what? I'll take a rip off the Thank Ball. Bowmaster in the graveyard. Fantastic. Let's play this Ocelot Pride. Let's bang in for 3. And let's hit an Elegant Parlor. Yeah, Static Prison's fantastic. We could either remove the Chrome Mox or the Thank Ball. Go ahead and strip mine me, bud. Or play the Juggernaut. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I'll have you mill again. I'm not too scared. 2 top, huh? Yeah, I'll lose life. Okay, that's 5 damage there. Let's get rid of you. Let's ship on in for 6 damage. Gain some life. And make a buttload of cats. All right. We got there. Mono black, it seems. We didn't see a green splash. On the draw, we will put in 2 more Juggernauts, 4 Thought Seizes, and 2 Ghost Vacuums. We'll take out the Ragavans, and we'll take out our strip mines. Yeah, I think we want to get some of these big threats out of their hands. We want to get their reanimation targets out of their graveyard. We'll see what we can do from there. Okay. This looks like a really nice hand to me. Strip mine. Okay. Well, good thing we have 3 lands. Let's go ahead and let's Godless Shrine and play Thoughtseize. So they're cycling a troll, put a swamp in their hands. I'm going to get rid of... I mean, the Meat Hook Massacre is the most damning. I don't like Orcish Bowmaster, but there's a high chance they Dark Ritual out of Barrogoyf next turn, and that will be fine, because we'll Static Prison it. Lo and behold. Wow, that Barrogoyf is a 5/6. Pretty unreal. Ancient Tomb. Okay. We will pay for Static Prison. We will go get Godless Shrine. We will play another Juggernaut Peddler. They might Bowmaster in response. Really? Yeah. Sounds good. Now, the nice thing about this is... Oh, they're going to double Bowmaster. All right, that's okay. The nice thing about it is that you don't have to put a Juggernaut into their hand. You can just chill on that. So we'll pay again here. We'll play Elegant Parlor. We don't want any more lands. And we'll do 2 Ocelot Prides, and we'll chump Sorry, we won't chump. Well, if they attack with the Orc army, we can double block. If they attack with everything, we can block the Bowmasters. We'll just see what they have to do. Or what they end up doing. Toxic Deluge for 1. Okay, that kind of stinks. Okay, our Static Prison dies, and the Baragoyf comes back. But we get to Static Prison the Baragoyf again. They absolutely hate it. And we're going to hold up Bowmasters to zap their Orc army like this. Maybe they have their own. We'll see what they do. But we'll block here. Dang, not even a removal spell. Okay. This is getting a little sketchy, a little scary. 4 life is not a lot of life. Let's do Godless Shrine tapped. We got the Luris. The swords is fantastic. And let's attack for 1. What do we have in our graveyard? We have Ocelot Pride. We have Juggernaut. Dark Ritual. What's getting ritualed out? Show me. Sholdred. You know what? I would love to swords that. Pay again. Let's Ocelot Pride and let's play our Sacred Foundry tapped. I would hate to see a Toxic Deluge right now, let me tell you. There's a Strip Mine. So that's good. They don't have the 1 ring. They are going to get rid of Luris. That's... Ooh, that sucks. That actually really sucks. Because the Baragoyf comes back. Okay, well... Can't do too much about that. They attack in. We're going to block with Bowmaster. Oof. That's not good. Yikes. We're running out of gas. Okay. We got to block. Okay. Damn, we did not get there. All right. On to game 3. So on the play, we're going to put our Strip Mines back in. And we're going to take out the Thoughtseizes. And we will run it like that. We got a 1-lander here. We've got Guide and Ocelot Pride and Swords. We have Strip Mines, so I don't feel super comfortable with that. Let's mull. This looks way better. Let's do we put back the Ajani or do we put back the Strip Mine? Is the question. I think we put back the Strip Mine. Man, you can good game me when the game is done, fucker. I'm not hearing that. That's a decent pickup. Let's play the Ajani. Swamp cycling. What you got for us, opponent? Reanimate? Dark Ritual? Meat Hook. 4-2. That's good. Play a Johnny. Would have really liked to hit another land drop here, but so be it. Maybe play Amped Raptor next turn, get into some removal, another good creature. Be great to get Goblin Bombardment. Fellmire tapped and a pass. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's our third land drop. I like that. Let's play the Amped Raptor. And what are we getting? We're getting another Johnny. Might have been a good idea to swing before. Get an extra point of damage, but looks like a Johnny's resolving. All right. We got 8 power in play. Your move, opponent. Maybe they got the Toxic Deluge. Who knows? There they go. Nicely done. Static Prison. Okay. Well, I think I could play Orcish Bowmasters, or I could put Lurrus into play. They missed a land drop. I think I'm interested in Lurrus. And playing zeroing a Johnny. They're Chrome Moxing. I wonder if they're going to One Ring. Because if they One Ring, we can Static Prison it. And they're going to get rid of Sacred Foundry with the Strip Mine. Okay. Amped Raptor. Well, can't play that. Can't play Lurrus either. But we can Static Prison your One Ring. That is for sure. We can put another cat into play. And do we want to Static Prison the Chrome Mox? Maybe. Maybe. No. We're going to save that Static Prison for like a Barrogoyf or something. Or another One Ring. There's that Barrogoyf. Strip Mine. Let's pay an energy. Down comes Strip Mine. Static Prison on Barrogoyf. And let's pump our cats. What do you say we pump our cats? Let's start going to town here. Dark Ritual? Are you playing Orcish Bowmaster? Okay. Well, guess what? I got something to say about that. Ghost Vacuum is very nice. But it really only gets Troll right now. I think, well, yeah, I think we play Lurrus. We put a 1/1 counter on each of our cats. Because we need to play Guide of Souls next turn. We really need to play Guide of Souls. So both of these, we're going to go down to 1 energy. They're salting off. They can't believe it. They can't believe how hard we're shipping it on them. Nice GG's, opponent. Looks like we got there on you. All right, we are on the play with a Johnny in Bombardment and Static Prison. I don't really like 4 lands, but I think I'm going to keep it. We can get our Surveil land here and hopefully make sure that we don't get another land drop. Misty Rainforest. That could be a lot of different things. Swords to Plowshares. I think I'm cool with drawing that. Let's play Godless Shrine and then let's play Goblin Bombardment. This will be a little Force and Negation test. Or maybe a Spell Pierce test. Mystical Tutor. Okay. Maybe they're on Show and Tell? Yep, looks like they're on Show and Tell. I'm liking the Static Prison a lot now. They got rid of Omniscience. What are they going to Show and Tell into play, huh? All right, well, we've got just the answer for whatever it is. Atraxa. Okay. Kind of would rather Swords that, just because this might eventually go away. But at least we're not getting 7 damage shipped in our face. Shoot. It looks like they've got an Omniscience ready for a reload here. That's not too good. We'll pay that. Play our Marsh Flats and drop the Ajani.
Fight beside me, brother.
I think I want to pass instead of flipping a Johnny right now just to get more damage in. Or maybe that ends up being the same amount of damage. If I sacked the Goblin and then I zeroed with a Johnny, that would be 2 damage. And then... maybe that was actually less damage. Okay, Static Prison is a great draw. I'm a huge fan of that. Let's go ahead and attack. Probably should have... Yeah, you know what? I think maybe I should have just flipped a Johnny last turn, but whatever. We'll do it now. And let's put Lurrus into our hand. Hopefully this game does not go that long, but let's put Lurrus in our hand. We'll go get a Blood Crypt. So that way we can also juggle things with Static Prison. I'm surprised they didn't use Demonic Tutor last turn. Oh, okay. They're going to Blood Maw my Static Prison. I think I'll respond to this by Swordsing the Atraxa. Let's go ahead and hit that Swords. They're going to Brainstorm. Hate to see their life total go back to 18, but what can you do? I wonder if they're going to Mana Drain. Maybe. Maybe not. They're running Mana Drain. All right, well, they have quite the grip now. Fortunately, we have 2 Static Prisons to deal with some shit. Okay, they wanted to do a dig through time. That's what they were up to. Hedge Maze. That's interesting. You think they would... Well, they have a Chrome Mox. They do have an untapped source. Here's the show and tell. We'll play Static Prison. Targeting Omniscience. They're going to Born Upon a Wind. They also have Into the Flood Maw, so they can just bounce. Whatever. I think we are probably dead here. But let's just see. Yep, Masterminds. Approach. And how are they going to draw it? Dig through time. Yep. GG. Okay. Time to board in all of our hand disruption. Let's put in 2 Juggernaut Peddlers and 4 Thoughtseizes. Let's take out the Goblin Bombardments. And let's take out the swords as well. And let's ship it. No hand disruption, but we do have a Static Prison and we do have a Strip Mine. So I think I'm going to believe... And a Ragavan. So I think I'm gonna make this one happen. They also might run. Nope. No Leyline of Sanctity, so if we do draw some hand disruption, we will be able to use it. That's good. We'll start with Ragavan, and hopefully we get to Strip Mine him next turn. And play some 2-drops. Well, they are smart for not cracking their fetch. Go ahead and drop the Strip Mine. And we will Ragavan. Are they gonna Fatal Push it or something? No, they're gonna Brainstorm. Oh, they're gonna Into the Flood Maw. Okay. Fair enough. We'll play it back out. And we'll Strip Mine your island. And we'll pass. Maybe I should have saved the Strip Mine for whatever they end up fetching with Misty Rainforest, but I think that it's worth it to just Strip Mine them right there. Another island. Another Into the Flood Maw. Brainstorm. Okay, this is the Brainstorm. All right. They're probably putting like a, I don't know, some huge spell or some land. Yeah, it looks like they put Hedge Maze on top. Let's play Amped Raptor. Yeah, let's play Amped Raptor. I'll sack the treasure, whatever. Hopefully we go into Thoughtseize here. Hell yeah. Okay. Let's take a look. Okay, Abrupt Decay. Not too worried about that. I will get rid of Atraxa. Or we'll go to game 3. That also sounds good. Feel solid about the sideboarding situation? Let's run it back. On the draw with a strong hand. They're taking a mulligan. Yeah. Let's play this. We can turn 1 Ocelot Pride, turn 2 Juggernaut Peddler. Turn 3 Strip Mine. Oh, there's the Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, so maybe we're doing Ocelot Pride Strip Mine. Or maybe we're just Strip Mining them right now, because they're on a mole. Let's see if this is backbreaking. Let's see. Hollowed Fountain. Well, I don't like that I'm drawing my Disruption now. I don't have anything that can get rid of that Leyline of Sanctity. I suppose next turn we could either play Ajani or hold up Bowmasters. Perhaps holding up Bowmasters feels like the right move. Yeah. We're going to swing in with the Pride. Yeah, let's not give them any mana drain bait in case they Didn't draw a third land here. Well, they drew the third land. And let's draw out the mana drain with the Orcish Bowmasters. Show me the drain, bud. Yeah, there you go. All right. Guide of Souls is a hot draw. We're going to start shipping in big time. If we can take off here. Hopefully they don't have any big board wipes. Brainstorm. Okay, we've got 7 power on board. This is a 2-turn clock if they don't have anything. But here's the show and tell. Yikes. Okay, Juggernaut Peddler. Hullbreaker Horror. Okay. Yeah, let's target myself. What are they going to bounce here? Are they going to bounce anything? Do they have anything to bounce? Let's just get rid of this Thoughtseize. Maybe play a Juggernaut that we can then give haste. Okay. This is a great draw because we're going to play Ragavan. We're going to get an energy, and then we're going to swing in with all of our cats. We're going to give the Pride flying. And if they want to block, here's what's going to happen. We're going to blap their fucking Hullbreaker Horror. And we got there. Wow. On the play with a one-lander that I don't know if I should keep. Yeah, not in the dark. I think I'm going to mull. This I like a lot more. I'm going to put back the Bowmaster. And we will lead with Ocelot Pride. Verdant Catacombs. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go get our Sacred Foundry. Let's swing with Ocelot Pride. Let's drop an Ajani down. Might be able to bait out some kind of fatal push or something like that. Shadowy Backstreet. Interesting. Verdant Catacombs and Windswept Heath into the graveyard. I wonder if this is some kind of Abzan list. Yep, there's a Temple Garden. Overlord of the Baelmerk. Okay. Looks like we've got some Abzan staples, Deathrite Shaman, Ephemerate, Orcish Bowmasters. I wonder if they're doing some kind of... I mean, it looks like it's some kind of Abzan Blink deal. Let's go ahead and Amped Raptor and see what we get. Static Prison is pretty nice. We could just go ahead and get rid of that Baelmerk. And we can go ahead and take them off black. They probably have another land drop, but... You know, if they ping one of my cats with the Orcish Bowmasters, I get to flip my Ajani. And then it might be lights out for them. They're shocking in. Sorry, not shocking. Bolting in Boggart Bog. I wonder if this is like a birthing ritual list of some kind. Guide of Souls is a pretty huge pickup. Let's pay. Let's go ahead and drop the Guide of Souls. If I were them, I would ping this Amped Raptor, but we're going to swing in with the team, I think. Here comes the Bowmasters. What are you going to get rid of? Amped Raptor? That's what I would do. Yep. There goes the Amped Raptor. Then you should double block Ocelot Pride so I can swords it. Yeah. I like where your head's at. Let's get rid of the Bowmaster. They're at 4 life. We're gaining 2 life. We got a flyer in the air for next turn. If we keep the Guide of Souls around. Basic Plains. Renegade Rallier. Is this just so that you can, Oh, well, they can get their fetch back, right? Oh, interesting. I didn't realize Renegade Rallier just gets you anything 2 or less from the graveyard. Haven't played much with that card. Okay. Well, this seems to be like a standard Abzan pile. I think I like Galvanic Discharges. Didn't see anything card draw-ish, so I think maybe the Discharges in Bowmaster's out. Part of me also thinks Ragavan because it just sucks to get banked by a Orcish Bowmaster, but I don't know. We'll start there. We'll start there and see if we can't take game 2. I'm loving this hand. Let's keep it. Now the question is, do we want to do turn 1 Guide of Souls, or do we want to do turn 1 Ragavan? Or if they play like a Deathrite Shaman, maybe we Static Prison it. I don't know. Here's that turn 1 Deathrite Shaman. I think I'm into the Static Prison. Not gonna lie. That way, it ticks down to 1 energy next turn, but we play a Guide of Souls, we play a Ragavan. Go up to, back up to 2. Get our energy clock online. Looks like they milled over Witch Enchanter and Renegade Rallier. Maybe they're going to go for the full-on Witch Enchanter. Okay. Which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's get Sacred Foundry. I guess there was an argument for Blood Crypt there to get all our colors, but I think we're okay for now. We're going to strip mine him next turn, most likely. And then maybe play Amped Raptor, depending on what gets played. Maybe a Johnny. Okay, so they're playing Witch Blessed Meadow. Just straight up. Casting the Bowmasters, getting rid of Ragavan. That makes sense, and passing the turn. Okay. Let's pay. And let's take them off green. We'll go ahead and Amped Raptor in case we find some removal. And then we can think about doing the Ajani next turn. Do I even care about swordsing the Bowmaster? I guess? Why not? Are they going to blink it? Oh my gosh, they're going to blink it. Dang. Well, that kills Amped Raptor. That's fine. Ah, shoot. You know what? If I had not played that swords, I could swing right now in the air. But now I can't because I'm going to use up all my energy. Damn it. Okay. Well, I'm just going to pass. They're going to blink their Bowmaster again. They're going to make a 3/3 token. Good for you guys. But we're going to drop in a Johnny next turn. We're going to boot that Guide of Souls up. They're running their life total down. Ours is going to go up. Yeah, they're shocking. They're doing everything. I don't know what... I've seen Abzan lists like this, but I don't know other than Deathrite Shaman if they really have any life gain. Skyclave Apparition does suck. That's too bad. You hate to see that happen to our Guide of Souls. But we're gonna drop in a Johnny. We're still in this game. We'll play our land tapped. Juggernaut Peddler's a bit of a bummer because we don't have black, but we'll just have to see what happens next. We could put Lurrus in our hand next turn. Birthing Ritual. I was wondering if they run Birthing Ritual in this deck. Wonder what they're going to go get. They could sack the Orc token and get a 1-drop. Get a 1-drop, a 3-drop. 3-drop? Is this Renegade Rallier, maybe? It's another Skyclave. Okay. Goodbye, Ajani. Well, we pay here. I think we... Ajani. And then we Goblin Bombardment next turn. Love to get another 1-drop creature to play. So there you go. They got 2 Birthing Rituals. Okay. Interesting. Interesting deck. Seems like this is where it really starts to spiral out of control. I'll take 3. That's fine by me. What would be really great is if they sack a Skyclave Apparition and give me some tokens so that when I Goblin Bombardment, I can just dome them for something pretty big. Okay, they're getting rid of a Goblin. Or, sorry, a Skyclave. Witch Enchanter is going to hit Static Prison, which I'm okay with. Ooh, now this one gets to respond to both Witch Enchanter and Deathrite Shaman. So this might be a Solitude. I really hope... Ah, yeah. It's a Solitude. Damn it. That's rough. And the Baelmerk's offline? Oh, man. Or online, I should say. I think it might be lights out for us. But we can sort of stay alive a little bit. Oh, they're going to get Bowmasters, huh? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to pack this one up. That's too bad. Is there anything else that I would want? Let's take a look. I don't think there's anything like that I desperately want to like get out of their hand. So I don't know about Thoughtseize. I guess Ghost Vacuum for the Juggernaut Peddlers is maybe relevant with the Overlord of the Baelmerk. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know, maybe one of them, and maybe we do one Thoughtseize. Maybe that's nuts, but yeah, I don't know. I think I'm just going to run it like this. We've got 3 lands and some solid removal and an Ajani. I think I'm keeping this. Play our Bloodstained Mire and pass. Temple Garden into Deathrite Shaman. We'll go ahead and go get... you know what? Let's round it out with Blood Crypt today. The poor, lowly Blood Crypt. Let's just start putting the pressure on him.
The hunt.
Witch Blessed Meadow tapped. Maybe they're thinking of swordsing my Ajani. They're going to Solitude it. Okay. I'll take 2 cards out of your hand, no problem. Oh, they're going to blanket. Ah, that does suck. Shoot. Okay. Well, good thing we got a discharge for that. We can play the Ghost Vacuum too. Let's play Arid Mesa. Let's go ahead and discharge this right now. Play the Ghost Vacuum and pass. We can start... Ghost Vacuum is like really prime in this situation because if we get to the end game, right, we can crack this for 6 and put all the creatures that we suck up with the Ghost Vacuum into play as like 1/1 spirits. So, drop a Deathrite Shaman, drop a Solitude, da-da-da-da-da, right? Okay, so Renegade Rallier is going to come in. I think we can target this, right? Yeah, okay. We're going to get rid of that Marsh Flats. You're not having that. Sorry, pimp. That's mine. Let's go get our Surveil land. Amped Raptor is great. I think we will chill on Lurrus for a little while. Probably play out our Raptor. And a Galvanic Discharge. Don't mind if I do. Play the Shrine tapped and we'll pass. Okay, Baelmerk is here. We will target whatever they end up. Oh shit, we don't get to respond to that. That's too bad. Okay, well, we could, we could get rid of Deathrite Shaman now. You know what? Let's do it. Let's play aggressive. Let's get rid of Solitude. Let's get rid of Haywire Might. Just so that way they can't fuck with our Ghost Vacuum. Ocelot Pride is awesome. Let's hope it sticks around. And let's just go, go, go. We don't have anything we can get back with Lurrus right now. Birthing Ritual's fine, as long as they don't play any creatures. And let's get rid of Solitude this time. Another Ocelot Pride is fantastic. Here comes Lurrus. Let's swing. Yeah, Swords to Lurrus. That's smart. We attack. Play the Pride. We make some tokens. Ooh, we make a lot of tokens. Okay, no creatures. Ah, the Renegade Rallier. Okay. So they can sacrifice it into something else. They can't sacrifice it into a Solitude. But maybe they'll sacrifice it into a Bowmaster just to pick off an Ocelot Pride. Dedicated Dollmaker. Oh, you're going to make a Baelmerk. That kind of sucks. Shoot. That's a bummer. They got the Haywire Might. And that's to get rid of my Ghost Vac. Let's get rid of a Dollmaker. Arid Mesa would be good if we had 6 lands. I wish we could just sack this. Damn it. Oh, man. Okay. Well, not feeling super hot about this, but at least if they swing in, we can do a nice big block. So they're going to go ahead and sack this. I'm going to respond to that and get rid of the Haywire Might itself. And I'm thinking they have to swing with the Baelmerk. Or maybe they don't. Okay. Here it comes. Oh, shoot. Another Dollmaker. I guess the thing I'm more interested in getting rid of is this Amped Raptor. I don't want to get rid of one of my Ocelots. Solitude. Dang it. Okay, so they're going to get rid of Amped Raptor, I guess? Yeah. That makes sense. So this is just a pure chump situation. Maybe I should have blocked with another Ocelot Pride just for insurance's sake. Oh, they also have a thing that lets tokens become indestructible. I forgot about that. That sucks. Let's get the Godless Shrine tapped and hope we draw something decent off the top. This Birthing Ritual is a real problem. God damn it. That stinks. Well, we can take him off Swamp. They'll probably just fetch and get something else with it. Oh, shoot. This is a bummer. Yeah, they bring back a Rallier. That's smart. Oh, and they get 2 Birthing Rituals. All right, I think I'm just going to pack it up here. I don't see a way out of this game. GG's on the play with a really strong hand. Let's go for it. Got a lot of options for turn 2. We'll start off with a little Ocelot Pride, though. Don't see a companion from our opponent. Here's a Watery Grave. Thoughtseize. All right. What do you think they're going to take? Johnny it is. Well, there we go. Got her a Johnny right back. I'm interested in peddling them. See what's going on over here. Okay, well. I mean, make Uro a total non-problem anymore? Sounds good to me. Got this Bowmasters ready for whenever they treasure cruise. Maybe we'll get to Swords a Hydroponics Architect next turn. Ah, they're going to strip mine us. Taking us off black. No Bowmasters for us until we draw another land. Do they have the Force of Negation? No, they don't. Okay. Wonder if they'll consider abrupt decaying the Ocelot Pride. Or they're going to scoop it up. Okay. Looks like they're on some kind of Sultai list. Why don't we do a little Thoughtseize, Galvanic Discharge, get rid of, I guess, maybe Goblin Bombardment, maybe Juggernaut Peddler, keep the Bowmasters, maybe trim the Ragavans. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Kind of tempted to throw in a Ghost Vacuum for Uro, but we've got Swords for Uro. We got Static Prison. I think we'll figure it out. Let's run this. This looks like a fantastic hand. I'm going to keep this. The question is, do we lead with Thoughtseize or Guide of Souls? Or do we Static Prison the Deathrite Shaman again? Let's... Oh, shoot. I thought I was playing the Marsh Flats. All right, well, the decision's been made for us. We're going to Thoughtseize. Let's get rid of the Toxic Deluge. Yeah, I don't want to play against that. Even though it would get rid of their Deathrites and their Bowmasters and their Hydroponics Architects. Actually, you know what? Maybe if we got them to commit to the board, it wouldn't be such a bad idea. I think maybe next turn we play a Amped Raptor. They found their second land drop. Good for them. Yeah, I think maybe we strip mine Amped Raptor. I would play Marsh Flats, but I'm interested in kind of keeping up the denial of Deathrite Shaman here. Let's go ahead and get the Architect instead of the Shaman. I think they're going to Bowmaster the... Oh, no, they're not. Watery Grave tapped. I'm surprised they didn't Bowmaster the Amped Raptor end step. They're going to do it now. Makes sense. And they're going to Deathrite Shaman maybe and play the other Deathrite Shaman? No, they're going to Ponder. Or they're going to Architect. Okay. All right. Well, let's play our Marsh Flats. And let's get Sacred Foundry. We'll play Guide of Souls. We'll Galvanic Discharge the Architect. And we'll take them off black, I think. Yeah, let's take them off black. They can exile my Strip Mine with the Deathrite Shaman. But I'm also pretty interested in hitting the Ajani next turn. Pumping the Guide of Souls, start shipping in for 3. No shuffle on the Ponder. I guess they like what they see. I would like this to be Deathrite Shaman, please. Not Fatal Push. It's Fatal Push. Interesting. Just swinging for 1, huh? Okay. Well, I love this 3rd land drop. Couldn't love it enough. We're going to play Johnny. We're going to go up to 5 energy. And gain some life. We could put Lurrus in hand next turn. That seems pretty good. Watery Grave tapped. Putting lots of stuff in their yard. Abrupt Decay, fair enough. Plains is nice. Let's go ahead and Lurrus. Play the Plains. We can get back Guide of Souls next turn. Yeah, I think we chill. We could also get Amped Raptor to get a red permanent for flipping a Johnny. Oko. Well, all right. I'm sure glad I held on to that Static Prison. They're gonna Elk a Johnny? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, go for it.
I invite you to change.
We're gonna Lurrus. Instead of playing anything with Lurrus, we're going to Static Prison the Oko. And they're gonna scoop it right up. Because that sucks for them. Alright, folks. 3-2 with stock Mardu Energy. Those were some solid games. You know, that first game against the Boros ring deck. Frankly, I think I got outplayed there. Looking back on the gameplay footage, I really could have held back the Orcish Bowmaster token to block that Flage coming down, but they really set that situation up perfectly to top deck that land. You know, that Ajani going to the graveyard was essential for them to play and then escape Flage successfully, all in one fell swoop. So I think I got outplayed that match. We had some nice matches against Mono Black, Scam, Stompy. I think we just the efficiency of our creatures really just kind of tipped the scales. You know, we got to see how the matchup against Show and Tell went. It's quite possible that Show and Tell will start to see a rise in the meta again with the Necro deck probably falling off in the future. So it was great to see that our Juggernaut Peddlers and our Thoughtseizes could deliver us to victory. The Abzan Ritual match was a really interesting one. I think just with their ETBs and Birthing Ritual just cycling through the creatures in their deck, if we don't have that sort of early kill against them, they just quickly outgrind us, essentially. You know, you got to see those Skyclave apparitions and Witch Enchanters and the Renegade Ralliers just like come in and out and like slowly decimate our creatures. You know, that Dollmaker card that just allows them to blink the Balemerc. That was pretty devastating in that game 3. So, unfortunate but reasonable loss there, and we've got a good match against like Demir, Sultai, mid-range piles as well. Again, we just have like such strong options in terms of the cards in our deck. Yeah, that game too, where we just dropped a Static Prison and they scooped immediately, knowing that we were going to get rid of their Oko. We just have like a fairly versatile suite of removal. So yeah, this is a deck I love playing. I love grinding the ladder with it, and special thanks to Corey for putting so much work into this iteration of the deck. I'm a big fan of it. Thanks for sticking around, folks. More timeless content to come in the future. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. See you next time.